Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. So tonight we're going to have a look at the 8-inch Mercer Millennia chef knife. But before we're doing that, I think it's important to explain how it is I went from a Shun Classic chef knife to a Victorinox Fibernox chef knife, and then eventually into the 8-inch Mercer Millennia chef knife. Let's have a closer look. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you feel like purchasing an 8-inch Mercer Millennia chef knife, make sure you check out the link in the description below. So I've had this Shun knife for well over 20 years, and it really is the first knife that I spent a lot of time researching and finally purchasing. And I've had no complaints using this knife. It's absolutely fantastic. VG Max steel, pack of wooden handles. It cuts like a dream. So a few years ago, I'm watching this program on the Food Network about these people that are processing chickens, and they are processing hundreds of chickens per hour. I mean, the expertise in which they're moving these knives through the chickens were absolutely amazing, and I decided to research what kind of knives they're using, because I thought to myself, these people are using their knives, I mean, more times in one day than I'm ever going to use it in an entire year. And one of the recommendations was the Victorinox Fibernox knife. Extremely lightweight, nice rubberized grip, comfortable to hold on to. The heel keeps the handle high enough off the deck here so you're not smashing your fingers when you're chopping. And this has been a real pleasure to use. Alright, so I got the Shun chef knife and the Victorinox Fibernox chef knife. Would have been happy just to keep it plain and simple, just like this. However, as I was scrolling through Amazon, as one does, of course they suggest, hey, why don't you give this a look? We think you might like it. And lo and behold, they were correct. I absolutely love this knife. And let me show you why right here. Have a look at these two grips. Right, you see the palm swell here? Right, it's just fat here. And also when you turn it sideways, it's arched like this. Victorinox is pretty squared off and flat. Same kind of rubberized grip. This might be even tackier. Nice texturing on there. That grip makes a massive difference. Let's have a closer look. Alright, just to show you guys a quick weight comparisons between the three knives. We know the Shun's going to be heavier, 7.4 ounces. Here's the Victorinox knife, 5.8 ounces. This should be right in between, 6.1 ounces. Perfect weight. Alright, we got a lot of important information on the blade itself. So we can see right here that it is a high carbon steel. Very easy to maintain, very easy to sharpen. And we can see here that there's 13% chromium mixed in with the high carbon, turning this into a stainless steel. So you're going to get very good corrosion resistance. Back here, we have the NSF stamp, which is the National Sanitation Foundation. So you don't have to worry about contaminating your food with any of the materials on this blade. Another great feature that the Mercer has in common with many of the other great chef knives out there is this nice gentle curve on the edge all the way up to the tip of the knife. And what that does for you is it gives you more surface area when you're rocking and chopping like this. You also want to take special notice to the distance or the height from the heel to the top of the spine. You want it to lift the handle high enough off of your cutting surface so you're not banging your fingers down on the cutting surface when you're doing your rocking motion like this. So good height. Alright, next up we have the spine. What we want to see is a nice thick spine that tapers down to a nice fine point like this. And both are important because we want to have a blade that's thick enough so if you're pushing through something thick like a squash, your blade isn't bending and flexing around, causing unsafe cutting conditions. But at the same time, we want to have the ability to get down to a fine point because maybe you want to do something like filleting, or getting in between joints and some poultry, or doing very fine knife work and cuts and vegetables. So nice thick spine going down to a fine point, very similar to the Victorinox. In fact, it's a little bit thicker, but still manages to come down to a nice thin point for fine detailed knife work. Then, of course, you've already heard me gushing about the handle on this. Again, it's rubberized, very sticky, great texturing all the way around. Curved up here for your hand, nice finger stop up here, and again the palm swells really fill up your hand. It's such a comfortable knife to grip and use because of the weight. You know, it's heavy enough so you can feel it. Nice grip on there, makes it feel like you're just cutting with a laser. Alright, the Mercer website says that this edge is set at 20 degrees. Now, a lot of people out there are going to say, well, Japanese knives are grounded in at 15 to 17 degrees, and that's why they cut so good. Hey, no argument there because they do. But really what we need to know is how good of a job did the company do in sharpening and honing this knife before it came out of the factory? Because if it's sharp at 20 degrees, all you have to do is maintain that angle. So let's check it out. Yeah, that's so sharp, guys. Even at 20 degrees. All right, let's do some cuts. Tomatoes. Everybody loves cutting tomatoes. Let me see if I can just take a little bit off the top here. Sometimes that helps if you get a nice little sawing motion. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can get that a little thinner. I think we can do better than that, huh? Let's give it one more try. Little thinner. Ah, I came up on it, but yeah, pretty thin stuff. All right, let's try a cucumber. Ooh, there's a pretty good one. Let's go through an apple. Once again, guys, this has been the Mercer 8-inch Millennia chef knife. If you're looking to put a chef knife into your kitchen drawer that's easy to use, easy to maintain, comfortable to cut with, give this guy a look. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this chef knife, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.